Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell by the title, this is the jump from my Logitech G29 to this, the Fanatec GT DD Pro. And I wanted to do a video on it, but I wasn't sure I didn't want to do a review of it because there's hundreds of views out there anyway. You can go and there's a lot better ones than what I would ever do anyway. But I did want to do something about it. So what I thought I would do is, I wanted to tell you what it's like going from a Logitech G29 to the direct drive, the unit, the GT Pro, and also what I've got it mounted to. So I've got it mounted to the next level racing GT Lite. The reason for that is I game in my living room. I don't have a dedicated area yet, so I needed something foldable. So I wanted to tell you how I've mounted it and how sturdy it is as well. So we'll talk about that first, and then I'll show you what it's like to actually drive, because you're probably wondering how much flex you get. So lots of other videos I've seen, they've talked about how much flex you get, stuff like that. So I'll show you that as well, and then I'll just give you a quick comparison of what it's like against the Logitech G29. So the base itself, this will also apply to the FGT Lite if you've got that, the next level racing rig as well, because I think the base plates are basically exactly the same with the same bolt pattern. But the Fanatec wheel comes with these T-nuts which slide into the sides and the bottom of the unit, and on the next level plate there's basically only 3 holes that actually fit it. I've done something a little bit different, but I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, so you've got 2 at the front and then there was 1 at the back, and I watched some videos of how they mounted it, and it fits, which is good, but the problem with it is the whole unit, like 1/3 of it is nearly hanging off the back of the unit. So, and for it to work on this base plate, ideally what you need to do is you need to flip the base plate around, because when you get it, the flat edge is facing you and then these corner bits are facing away from you, so you have to flip it around and move it back a bit. So it obviously shifts the centre of balance, and if you've got the the base unit even further back, you've got all this weight hanging off of the back. So what I did was, with the back screw, I just came in, I don't know, about 1 inch or so, and then drilled a new hole. So I've still got my 3-point contacts holding the base down, which works really well. So I've brought the steering wheel forward. It doesn't bring the steering wheel any closer to your chest, so it's not like you're racing here like this or anything like that. You've still got a decent movement out like that, and yeah, so that actually works really well. So I'll get the camera in a minute and show you underneath where I did it, but so that works really well. Cable routing is really good. You can just run it straight down the side of the frame, get some Velcro straps, tyre wraps, anything like that. My power supply, which I'll show you in a minute. Actually, if I bring it down now, I'll flip. So you can see there, that's my power unit. I just strapped it there. So actually this space unit that I've got at the moment, this is just the 5 Nm one. And I have ordered the 8 Nm power supply, and that's, I think it's coming tomorrow. So that will get changed, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then here you can see I've got the pedals on the pedal tray. I've got it raised. I prefer that position because then it brings the pedals up further up. But they're super easy. There's nothing hard about them. They just bolt one in there. And then, can I lift this up? But let me get under there. But it just bolts in underneath there. So yeah, that is really straightforward and really easy to do. But the main bit I wanted to show you was, so under here, yeah, there you go. Right, so I can steady the camera. So that's the bolt at the front, one there, and then this bolt hole here, that's the pre-drilled in the plate. But as I said, what I found was, so the back of the unit, from about there onwards, would hang out of the back, which isn't too bad because this is all plastic, and then the aluminium or whatever it is, the metal is there. But as you can see, I've got it quite centered and it's closer to that bar. So, but what I did, where is it? That one there, I just drilled a new hole and then that slotted in fine. So yeah, so that works really well. So yeah, so as I said, I got the 5 Nm one, and I was watching a lot of reviews after I ordered it, and they were all saying, oh, actually the 5 Nm one's okay, but you really need to get the 8 Nm pack. So then I ordered it, and it's coming tomorrow, like I said. And then I got it, and this is where the comparison comes in. against the Logitech G29. The power difference, oh my gosh, it's night and day between the Logitech G29 and this. I've been mainly playing F1 and Gran Turismo 7, and Gran Turismo 7 is really good because if you get like a basic little car, the steering's quite light, it's fine, but then you stick it into something powerful and the steering really does ramp up, it really gets heavy, it's really good. So that really works really well. But I've had to turn the power down. I can't have it at full power. I mean, I've got decent pecs, I think, but even I was doing a Formula 1 race, I did toad, it toads to about 60 laps, and my biceps were killing me after the race. So in both instances, I've had to turn the power down. So yeah, so a lot of the reviewers, because they were talking about an 8 Newton meter one, they're reviewing it from the standpoint that they already own DD wheels, bases, and they're a lot more powerful than what this can do, because this will go up to 8 Newton meters when I get the pack. So they're already used to higher forces anyway. So I wanted to do it coming from the Logitech G29, which is about 2. This 5, obviously, and then with the power pack goes up to 8. So yeah, so if you're thinking about, oh, I have to, because I think all in all this was 650, and then it's an extra 150 for the power pack, which isn't cheap. It's just a power pack, and they're charging that much money. You can get cheaper ones on eBay, but would you risk it? You spent all this money on this in the first place, so you might as well just get, and you won't void your warranty as well. So yeah, but what I am hoping the power pack does is it increases the detail. So, you know, when you go around the road, you feel the bumps in the road, when you're turning the car, all of those little things, apparently they get heightened, they get better feel. So that's what I'm actually looking forward to, and it will just make the driving experience a lot better. But yeah, so it mounts the rig really, really well. So I'll just move the camera now so you've got a side on view. I've got F1 on the telly already, and we'll just do a quick little one lap. And I'll just show you the movement that this thing actually does, because if anyone thinks, oh, it's gonna like wobble all over the place, and you know, it's not gonna feel very good. So we'll move that over. All right, let's lower that down a bit. All right, it's pretty good. And yeah, like I said, I've got no additional bracing on this unit. It's just as is. Right, so see it okay? Okay, let's go. So I think I've got this on F1 set to about 85, which is percent basically. And you can feel it quite well. I'm hoping, as you can see on the video, it's very minimal, if any, flex in that plate. So what I would recommend, if you can, is to drill that hole just, you know, an inch or 2 in if you can, and obviously it brings the weight closer in. Now, so what I will do is that I will do a quick little follow-up video once I get the 8 Newton meter pack, and we'll see how that goes. But what we'll actually do, let me get on this back straight. I will quickly go into the settings, and I'll put the force feedback up even higher. So settings, oh, where are you going? This is the other thing, right? Okay, so if you're playing Formula 1 and you pause it during a game, if your wheels in the car are not dead centre, it carries on turning. Now I don't know, I need to update the firmware on this, but you can only do it on Macs. You can't do it on a Windows. Oh, sorry, you can only do it on Windows PCs. You can't do it on a Mac. So I need to get hold of a Windows PC to do that. But we'll just get this wheel straight up. There we go. Right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, let me just turn the force feedback settings up a bit more as well. Edit, not calibration, force feedback. Right, so we'll go to, stick it to 100. Save changes, yes. Right. Okay. And I've got all the other settings turned up as well, like, you know, feel the road, the rumble strips. That's really good. It's nice to feel all of them now. So you can feel the difference. And you think after a long race, those pulling on your muscles, it does take its toll. But so I can instantly feel that there's more power there now. And I think you can still see another turn coming up here. So I'm cranking on that, and it feels. I mean, when you're actually sitting in the cockpit yourself, you don't feel any movement at all. I think all of the torque the wheel is providing is going straight up to the wheel and to your hand, so you do get to experience everything. So yeah, I am looking forward to getting the 8 Nm ones, just so that it does make all these extra little bits better. But overall, I think if you're just looking to have some fun and you want to make that jump from the Logitech G29, okay, let's stop that. Yeah, just make that jump. Flip that up. Put you back over here. Okay, yeah, so if you are looking to upgrade from the G29 to direct drive, so the Fanatec, then yes, I highly recommend it. The 5 Nm one version is really good if that's what you can afford. Like I said, this one's $650 and it's extra $150 for the boost pack. If you can afford to do that, then you might as well just do it, because realistically, this is the last wheelbase I'm ever going to have. Yes, I will get a different steering wheel. I want to get this McLaren GT3 wheel, more like a Formula 1 style. So that I would like to get that. I'm probably going to get that towards the end of Christmas. But yeah, this base, that's it. I'm not going to get another base. That's all you need. If you're just like me, for hobby and you know, have some fun and stuff like that, this is all you're ever going to need. Yeah, so that's it. I'm looking forward to testing this out now on Formula 1 properly. I've got a My Team thing that I'm going on my YouTube channel, so we just started that, so that's going to be even more immersive, obviously, with the new direct drive, so looking forward to that. If you've not seen them, check them out. It's a lot of fun. Do some racing, try and get some places. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and you found out some information that was all good for you. But yeah, don't forget, if you can, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay guys, bye.